The Andreas Crosses have been in the churchyard for 1,000 years. They were abandoned when the Vikings left, nobody knows when, but at one point they were gathered up by the Victorians and brought to the various churchyards nearest to where they were found. Some of the crosses had been used as lintels, some had been used as hitching posts and gate posts, some had just been used as building stone. But the Victorians got very interested in them and did gather up as many as they could find. In Andreas they were kept for 100 years in a sort of outside shelter, just leaning up against the wall. And then in the 1950s, they were brought into the church. They put them in a plinth rather close to the wall in the back of the church, which we discovered was made of what the conservator from Manx National Heritage described as weapons-grade concrete. So it has taken us quite a journey to release them. I decided that it was really important to give these stones a better exhibition space so that you could see them in their true glory, because their carvings are of great interest, but many of them are very eroded. Many of them have been, unfortunately, got at by people taking rubbings or making casts. So they need care and they need protection. So in Andreas we decided that we would do something. But first of all I went to the exhibition in the British Museum in 2016, where I saw our little Thorwald cross. It's the smallest of our crosses, but the most important. We'd lent it to them for this exhibition. They had mounted it in a glass showcase with wonderful lighting, and it floated. It was levitating and singing almost to you. Whereas when it was in our own, it looked like a little bit of stone with a few squiggles on it. Luckily, the conservator from Manx National Heritage, Chris Weeks, and the other ones at the place, Manx National Heritage, were very, very supportive. Particularly our friend David Martin, who lives up at Knockiduni, and 3 of the other crosses had been found on his land. His family has lived there since the 14th century, I gather. And on his land is a small chapel and also a Viking boat burial site. So he was very involved in conservation history and the history of the Isle of Man particularly. So we had a good team to get things moving. However, it has taken 10 years to get anywhere. So after a lot of fundraising and working with the museum on what the best thing would be, we got in touch with the Delna Group in England and were visited by one of their technicians, Ed Morris, as to how the best way to show the crosses would be. And they designed this showcase specially for us. It had problem getting to the island because of our rough weather, but here it is. And we will have the 3 small but very precious stones exhibited within it. And we hope very much that this will be able to bring these stones alive. We want the children, the grown-ups, everybody really, to realise how much part of our history these are. They illuminate the early history of the Isle of Man, of which there is absolutely no written evidence. But here it is, written in stone. We have been working together with Manx National Heritage and with a group of friends from around this area, one of which is Roger Phillips. He is the vice chair, in fact, of Manx National Heritage, which was very reassuring that we were on the right track. And I hand over to him just to show that I think we're on the right track with all this.
Well, first of all, Waveney, congratulations for all the effort that you've put in. Without your commitment and astonishing energy, I don't think this would have happened. I just have to say that. And this is a wonderful, very moving moment, actually, because these crosses are terribly important for all of us. They're part of our common Christian heritage. They are 1,000 years old, we suppose.
They are.
And it's just wonderful to see them displayed so sensitively and so well. This is a particularly fine example, but in many churches all around the island, there are similar stones, and I hope that this display serves as a very good example of what can be achieved.
That was exactly my own thoughts when we first started working on this, is to bring them all to the world's notice. So we hope everyone will enjoy blessing these very precious objects and giving them, we hope, around the island a more suitable setting to their age and that's their beauty. Thank you.
Ancient Church, we bless this new display of the crosses.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, well done to everyone who has been involved in this project so far. Good luck in your future endeavours. And may I say that I am absolutely delighted to formally open the new displays of the crosses of Manx crosses at St Andrew's Church, Andrews. Thank you very much indeed.